Hey everyone, welcome to the Monday Night Improv Drop-In. I am here with two of my most loyal, dedicated students. You guys are here every Monday,
Mhm.
every single Monday. I'm so
Some
excited. Without you, it would just be me here. So John, Rachel, thank you guys for being here. All right, so tonight I've got a nice little lineup for you. Um, we are going to work on something new. I want to try and experiment with something that I saw that I liked. Um, but we'll get to that. Uh, does everyone remember call waiting?
huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
still exists, kind
Right?
of.
It still exists. Okay, we still have call waiting. So this game is going to be based around call waiting, but we'll get to that. Right now, I want to do something with you that's a little
I
You
different.
remember
remember beepers?
that.
Right? Yeah, beepers. I had a beeper. Rachel probably doesn't know what those are. That's okay.
Mm.
What?
Rachel,
You had a beeper?
I had a beeper. I had a beeper. I'm old enough. I'm 39.
Oh,
I'm
I
30. I
know
just had a
who you're
birthday.
talking about,
oh,
right?
yeah, that's right. You're
Yeah.
okay. You're just about out of the phase of being called a millennial.
I'm an elder millennial. I'm still in the club. Um,
Okay.
all right, so here's what I want you two to do. All right, this is a writing exercise, and this is
Mm,
improv adjacent. We'll call it, but it's my class, and I want to do it. I think it's
mm.
important. Okay,
We need paper. Writing
paper, or
needs.
if you can open Notepad, or you can open a Word document on your computer, whatever you want to do. But just
Mhm.
some way to jot down. This won't be a lot. It's not going to be a lot. Perfect. Pen and paper. That's great. I want you to write down at least one thing. You can write more than one, but I want you to write at least one thing that you love to do. What is one thing you love to do? It could be anything, as long as you love doing it.
Mm.
And I will accept taking this class. I will accept that. But it's got to be something else. All right. How are we doing with that? Are we good?
Good.
Okay.
Still
Now,
writing. Still
still
writing.
writing? Okay.
You said one thing, right?
One or two or three if you got them.
Oh, okay. All right. A bunch of things. Okay. I see.
Got a couple of things you love to do. Okay, I'm going to give you the next one now, too. This is the next list. What I want you to write at least one thing that you're good at. What's one thing that you're good at? And good just means good, you know? Just good. I'm a good singer. I might not be a great singer, but I'm a good singer.
I'm
I'm good at
the
singing.
two-man Taylor of singing.
Yeah, you sound like
You
this.
don't remember that show?
Uh,
Hmm?
uh.
You know how we botches up all those projects?
Yep. Oh, is that what
That's what I
happens?
do to a
Is that what happens?
song.
You start to sing and then something ends up catching on fire. That's okay. That's okay. But no, like, what are you good at, right? Like, yeah, what maybe it's whatever something you're good at. We got at least one of those. Okay. And then the next one is, Rachel, this I don't know if you're working yet, but um, what is something that I'm paid to do? What's something I get paid to do?
Chores.
Yeah.
For her.
What do I get paid to do? So right now, whatever your career, and for you at home too, who might be watching this, well, what do you get paid to do right now? For example, I'm an improv teacher. I make a little bit from that. I'm a video editor, and I get paid to be a video editor. Those are things that I get paid to do. And I do team buildings and workshops, and I get paid to do those things. All right. And if you have at least one of those, let's move on to the last one. One of the, just be one, or you can write more if you have more in you. But what is something that you feel the world needs? What does the world need? And again, no wrong answers. What do you think this world needs? What do you think we need in this world? We need air fresheners in elevators, because every elevator smells like crayons. And my wife said that, and she's right. Every elevator smells like crayons, and we don't know why. But once you learn that, you can't unsmell it. But no, seriously, what does the world need? All right. How are we on that? Raise your hand when you are done. When you have at least one in every category. Yeah? All right. All right, so John, I'll let you keep working. Rachel, what is something that you love to do? Oh, wait, you're muted.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Acting and improv, and also dancing.
Awesome. Okay. And what do you feel you're good at?
Dancing.
All right. And what do you get paid to do?
Chores.
Okay. And what do you think the world needs?
Peace.
Okay. Awesome. Excellent job. Excellent. All
That's,
right, John.
that's sweet.
That is.
Okay.
What do you love
That's
to do,
sweet.
John?
Stretch, meditate, driving fast, something to clear my head, swim,
We've got driving
sing.
fast, meditation. Driving fast.
Even though I suck at it, I like to sing.
Hey, if you love to do it, you love to do it. Whether your
Yeah.
neighbors love that you do it or not it's not up to you. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, my wife tells me to shut up once in a while.
Well, that's because she loves you.
Thank you.
John, what is something that you're good at?
Building, karate, drawing, painting, crafts.
Cool. And I know we talked a little bit about this before. What do you get paid to do?
Carpentry, delivery. It's like building mostly. Building stuff. Fixing stuff.
And what do you think the world needs, John?
Politicians that don't lie.
John, we need you to be realistic. No, I'm kidding. All right. Nice. That's excellent. No wrong answers. I think that's great.
That was good. That was a good comeback.
That's true, though. No,
very
it's
good.
true.
Jolly good. Jolly
Yes.
good, sir.
I'm still trying to get Jordan. How's it going with?
Oh, not a problem. That's okay. If they hop in, that's fine. All right. Well, nice job. I wanted to do that. That's a little exercise in kind of helping you kind of focus in on your passions and how you can better align yourself with your passions. I love it. That's my. I have one of these, and I was looking at it today, and I thought, you know what? Let me share it with the group because I think it's a fun and powerful thing to have because it's good to know what you love and what the world needs, and you can align a lot of these things up, right? And do and find a mission in that. Okay, let's do some improv. Let's do a quick jaw shake. Are we texting? What's happening? There's only two of you. I see you. I see you in there. All right, so clasp your hands together like this. You're going to shake your hands like this with your jaw nice and loose. Take a deep breath in, and we're going to go. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? I feel like I only heard myself doing it. So since let me see. I'm gonna watch you two do it.
I was doing it. I just didn't make the noises.
I don't know if John was doing it. John, let's get that jaw shake going.
Yeah, muted.
I gotta hang up now. Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Oh, you were on the phone?
Yeah, that
All
was
right,
my
jaw
girlfriend.
Shake. Jaw shake.
I bet no, it's not. It's Jean.
I
It
know.
was my sister.
I know.
She might be coming on.
Oh, okay. Oh, here
All
she
right,
comes.
what are we doing? This. Oh.
Well, hold on. Let's let Jean in here before she sees
Oh.
us.
Shit.
Language, John.
Don't you have a bleep thing on there?
Hi.
Hi,
I certainly do not. Have a
Anthony.
bleep thing.
This is my sister, Jean.
Jean. It's nice to
Jean,
meet you. Welcome to improv class. Are you? Have you ever done improv before?
Very, very long time ago.
Awesome. Well, strap in. Here we go.
All
We're
right.
doing some jaw shakes. Have you ever done jaw shakes? We're just
No.
clasping our hands together like this, and we're gonna shake like this. You should feel your jaw loosen up, right? And what I want you to do is really loosen that jaw and make this noise. Very good. Very nice. You're an improviser now. Give her a round of applause. Welcome. Welcome to the
I'm
club.
still trying to get Jordan.
You did it. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to normally I'd break you up into rooms, and I do want to let you know, Jean, that we are live streaming this onto our Facebook and YouTube and Twitch and our smart refrigerators. So please just if you have to do anything private, please turn off your camera, mute your microphone, and try not to curse, John.
Thank you.
John.
Okay. Thank you.
Not a problem.
Thank you. No,
He
you're fine.
doesn't have a filter.
It's
He was
Well,
born with that one.
actually, the word I use is a very classy word. It
Oh.
means ship high in transit.
I don't know what that means.
It was back in the day, like the shipping days with
Oh.
these old flagships. They used to put them on stilts and put on the box SHIT, ship high in Kansas,
ship high in
because
Kansas.
if it goes into the water, they get
Thank you. All right. Well, we're doing improv, and you don't have to be funny or clever to do it. And we're just going to do some exercises together, and it's going to be a lot of fun. All right.
Okay.
So think of it like games. We're basically playing games.
Mhm.
So here's what I want to do. We're going to do our first round of improv scenes, and I want you to you're going to do a scene, and in that scene, the only challenge that I'm going to put on you, or the game of this scene, is the scene can be about whatever you want, but you have to say the person's name in each line of dialogue. So I'm going to do an example of what I mean by that. You can use each other's real name. So if Rachel, if you and I are doing a scene together, and I said, Rachel, it's great to see you. Thanks for coming to my birthday party. And you'll use my name in your first line of dialogue.
Anthony, you're welcome. I'm glad to come to your birthday party.
Rachel, we've got cakes, we've got cupcakes, we've got all different types of cakes. It's going to be great. All right, so back and forth like that, where you say the person's name in each line of dialogue. That's it. That's the challenge. Cool? You guys can decide who you are, where you are beforehand. Before you start the scene, you could say, hey, what if we're at a birthday party? It's my birthday and you're at my birthday party. Okay, cool. That's it. And then you start the scene. Okay? All right. I'm going to make a little breakout room. When you go in the breakout rooms, it is not live streamed. It is, except if you're in a room with me, then we are on camera. But don't worry. Most of the time, they're just recordings for posterity. All right, here we go. And all right, I'm going to put you in your breakout room. We're going to just run a couple of scenes like this. And then...
may or may not join. I don't know. I'm
okay.
sending her links now, so yeah.
Okay. All right. No problem. Then let's do this.
Call her, Rich.
Here, I'm going to put you guys in this room, and
All right.
here we
Call
go.
her up.
All right, Rachel, I'm going to put you in your own room because you seem to be doing something. So when you're, oh, and you're muted. Okay, here we go. Welcome back. So, improv with your sister, how was that? And remember, when you come back, you're muted. When you come back in the room, it automatically mutes you, just so you know. Jean, did you have a good time with John doing improv with your brother?
Yep, it's just like it was when we were kids. Except we use more colorful names for each other.
Of course. Excellent. And how was the exercise? Was it fun?
Yes.
Cool. Names are super important when you're doing improv because it's a good way to, just like they are in person, just like they are in real life, you know, you want to call your scene partner by their name. It gets their attention, and it also personalizes the scene. You can take a scene that would be considered a no-no scene, right? Because when you do improv long enough, we start to make all these silly rules like don't do this and don't do that. One of the rules that I don't follow, which is don't ever do a transaction scene, which means don't ever do a scene where you're at a convenience store buying something from the clerk, because it's very impersonal, right? Mm-hmm. So the example I use with names is if I say, oh, I'd like to buy this candy bar, and the cashier says, well, that'll be $1. Okay, thanks, right? That scene ends, but if I were to say, you know, hey, Scott, I want to buy this candy bar, and Scott says, all right, Anthony, that'll be $1, right? Now there's a little bit more to the story. These people know each other, and we know that just because they called each other by their first names. So there's a lot of good information that comes from, and good story stuff that comes just from naming your scene partner. All right, it is time to do some monologues. Monologues, don't think about them like you're by yourself. Think about them like little mini solo improv scenes. And what we're going to do is I'm going to have each one of you do a monologue based on a suggestion. So we're going to get a word, and you're going to take that word, and you're just going to use it as a jumping off point. I don't care if you never say the word again. It's just your jumping off point, and I want it to be truthful. This is just a truthful stream of consciousness. You're not playing a character. You're just talking honestly based on what you heard from that suggestion. So I'll do an example of that and show you that now. Can I get a word? Let me get a word from you, Gene. Hey, Gary. We're doing monologues.
Super late, sorry.
That's all right. Welcome. Gene, what do you got?
Okay, Disney.
Disney. Okay, I'm going to be timing you, so let me just put a little timer here.
Am I muted?
Disney. Not anymore.
Okay, thank you.
Disney makes me think of going to theme parks, which makes me think of waiting in really, really long lines, which makes me think about how Disney is both the greatest place on earth to some people and then a wildly evil corporation to other people. And I just found it, I honestly don't know where I stand on that, because I do love Disney. I do think they do a great job. I mean, I hear that Star Wars is amazing, and I can't wait to go check it out. But at the same time, I know people that work for Disney, and they call it they say I work for the mouse, and it's almost like an organized crime. I don't know. Like the mouse, like you don't mess with the mouse. Like you ever want to work in this town again, you don't ever want to make the mouse angry, and it's just stuff like that. So for me, I feel like it's but I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's how you got to be, I guess, to bring that much joy to children. I guess you got to be ruthless. All right, so that's my monologue. A little bit over a minute. That's what I want you to do. Notice I didn't make anything up necessarily. I just shared my point of view. I'm not playing a character. I'm not doing a voice. I'm just being me, and I'm just talking from the heart. There's a couple of things that I said. In the beginning where I said Disney makes me think of this, makes me think of that. That's a purposeful thing I'm doing, and I want you to do that too. I want you to feel like you can talk it out, because it gets you away from that, technically a little bit of that main point, and take it out further. Although I did ultimately end up talking about Disney, so totally fine. There are no wrong answers with this. I just want you to let your mind wander a little bit with it. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's have Rachel. Let's have you go first. And let's have everybody turn off their cameras. Except for Rachel. You get the spotlight. All right.
Do you not know how to turn your camera off?
Do you need help? Do you need help? Let me help. I helped. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. All right. So let's get a word. I'll give you a word, actually. Let me do this. Your word is battery.
A battery?
Battery. What does that make you think of? Go ahead and talk for a minute based on that word. Go.
Okay. A battery is. Wait, now, why am I explaining a battery? Okay. This flashlight needs a battery.
Well, you're not going to do a scene. You're going to talk. Just what does that make you think of? So battery makes you think of flashlight. Okay. Can you think of a story or a point of view you have on being in the dark, maybe?
Okay. Flashlights are handy because in the dark, because when you're in the dark, it's not good, and you can trip and fall all over the place. So you need a flashlight. So flashlights are handy for everyone.
Tell me a little bit about tripping and falling. How do you feel about tripping and falling?
Tripping and falling hurts. So don't trip and fall. To avoid tripping and falling, you use a flashlight.
What can happen when you trip and fall?
You can hurt yourself, like
How?
sprain ankles or something. Sprain your ankle or just hurt yourself in many different places.
All right, scene. Nice job. All right, come on back. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. All right, let's have Gary. Let's have you go next. Since you're up, you're on camera.
Okay.
All right, I'll give you a word. Your word is Lady Grey tea. It's a type of tea if you're not familiar.
Oh, okay. So when I think of tea, I think of my wife who's English and she drinks tea all the time. And when I think of my wife, I think of that's my printer making lots of noise and out of paper. Sorry, and I think of when I think of my wife, I think of she will that she's always late, and most of the time it has to do with tea. So just as an example, when we go out, no matter what time we're going out, where we're going out, we always are in a rush. Because she's not good with time. She has a very, very bad sense of time. Some people have bad senses of time, of direction. She's a bad sense of time. So she will, when we have to be somewhere at 7 o'clock, the reservation's at 7, she'll be there at, we'll leave the house if we're lucky at 7:05. And so it's very frustrating. And inevitably, right before we leave, so it's now 7 o'clock, we're ready to go. She goes, I need some tea. I need a cup of tea. And so then she runs to the kitchen and puts the tea on, and then we sit there as the water boils. And we sit there in this, just getting more and more anxious. Do you know the people are waiting? We have reservations at a restaurant. People are already there. We need to get going. Just once, and then she gets the tea out and puts it's whatever it might be, chamomile or whatever, to relax her, and puts the honey in and puts the top on. And then we get in the car. And then almost always, when we leave the car to go to the restaurant, she's left the tea behind unconsumed. And it's quite frustrating.
Very nice. Oh my gosh. All that work. All right,
yeah.
Very nice.
Don't do it.
All right, let's get Gene. Let's get you on camera. Monologues are great, if you're talking to a group of people and you're papers fly away, or someone inevitably says, can you just talk for 5 minutes? Can you just like add 5 minutes? This is super easy way to add 5 minutes. Just talk about what's on your mind. All right. Are you ready?
I think so. Just a little warning. My video is not working right.
I can see you. We can see and hear you. You can't see and hear us? Okay. No problem.
Well, it's just extremely snowy.
It is. I do. I noticed that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, no problem. Well, let's see here. Your word is going to be backflip.
Backflip. Okay. When I think of backflips, I think of backflips that I've done as a kid in gymnastics class. I also think of the backflips where I fell on my back in a backflip. Let's see, I'm just kind of jumping around.
That's fine. Jump around. Yeah, keep moving. Think of it like a cavern. Just, if you want to go down a different line, keep going. Stream of consciousness.
Okay. Oh, when I did backflips when I was a kid, that it was kind of difficult. I was not very agile, and it had to be with a brace. And they actually put this brace on, and they had ropes on in the middle, and they would pull the ropes and make me do a backflip. So I would spin backwards until I catch myself on the floor into a backbend. It was really crazy. And then I stopped doing that because really didn't like the backflips.
Good. Scene, bring it down. Look at that. Yeah, minute 20. Nice job. A little over.
Thank you.
I actually, you had a good stopping point, and the reason I kind of cut you off is because I wanted you to go through that kind of stall moment and then pick it up again.
Okay.
Right? That's the real muscle we're working here. Is I want you to go, all right, well, I've kind of exhausted this thought. Let me pick up a new thought. That's the secret to being able to just talk on and on and on and on. Pick up a new thought and just kind of take it and go from there. So we were like, yeah, I don't want to, and I fell on my back one time and this, and then you told us this really great part about pulling on the ropes and how it caused the spinning, and I thought that was a really neat visual kind of thing I saw as you were talking about it. Okay, John. Here we go. Did I do that right?
And with my friends and stuff.
Yeah, you talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you. And with my friends and stuff, I asked two of them, my friend Jordan and my friend Chris, and they got information on. They're looking up Improv U, and they may join next week.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, because we only got 15 minutes left.
But they may join next week, so we'll see.
That's fun.
Gene, I'm going to stop your video here, unless you can do it yourself. If you can, yeah.
Yep.
We'll turn off. I know you were having problems, so I wasn't sure if you. All right. Yeah. Cool. All right, John, your suggestion is a bag of potato chips.
A bag of potato chips. Yeah, bag of potato chips reminds me of potatoes. It's like I remember, I like to make my own my own potato chips. I cut up all the potatoes. I put them in a frying pan, cook them up, let them sit for a while. Then I put them in the bag. I let them stay for a while. Then I take the bag and I eat them all down. Delicious. It's like sometimes I like to put a little seasoning in there. It's like or a little barbecue sauce. It's really good. I also like to try to make potato chips out of sweet potatoes, which could be really good and really healthy for you because, as we know, sweet potatoes have a lot more nutrients than regular potatoes, which is more starchy but it's like both are very good with the right type of oil. You put in a little olive oil. It's like I'm Italian. I like to cook with olive oil, which gives it a lot. Okay.
I hate to stop you because sounds delicious.
I'm making you hungry.
You are. I'm sitting here like I gotta make these sweet potato French fries. I don't know why I'm not, or sweet potato chips. I don't know why I'm doing that.
Potato chips.
Why have I not been doing that? Nice job. Also, Jean, Marissa came in and she said, my wife came in and it's like, I need that belt. I need the belt that pulls you apart and lets you do the backflip. So, all right, everyone got a chance to do a quick little monologue. Nice job. All right. Okay, we've got. Oh, I want to do a little line game with you, and this is a new game we've been playing a lot. If you're in the Improv U Facebook group, we have a Facebook group called Improv Informer, where post pandemic it has plans, but during the pandemic it's really just been a place to hang out. It's going to have more features once there's more improv in the world. It's all been digital, but Improv Informer is our Facebook group. And if you're on there, then you've seen this. If not, it's a fun game we play called I Started a Business, and it's a line game. I actually saw it on TikTok, and it's weird. I've found two things on TikTok. I'm like, these are great improv exercises. I don't know if they know this, but so it's called I Started a Business, and the way we're gonna play it is. It goes, I started a business selling blank. And so we're going to give an object. I'm going to give you an object, and then you're going to throw that object at the end of this, right? So if the object is tennis balls, you'll say, I started a business selling tennis balls, and then you'll throw a punchline in there, okay? And the punchline would be, the accounting is a little fuzzy, right? Because tennis balls are fuzzy, all right? So that's it. Does that make sense to everybody? I want to share one. I did a team building workshop, and one of the members of the group, we did this game, and he said, I'm starting a light bulb business, but I don't know how many employees to hire. So that was just kind of funny in and of itself. It was like a variation of it. Get it? Like how many employees?
How many people to put up a light bulb?
So I thought that was fun. So there's no rules with this. This is just a format, and feel free to experiment however you like. But the general way to do it is, I started a business selling blank, and then you say how business is going, but it has something to do with the object. Cool? Isn't it fun when I explain short form games? Hey, we gotta learn the mechanics, right? So we can play the game.
Fantastic.
Love
your work.
Thank you. All right, so I'm gonna give you an object. Coffee mugs. I started a business selling coffee mugs, and I'm having trouble getting a handle on it. Raise your hand if you have one, or if you want to go for the extra hard mode, raise your hand if you don't have one, and I'll call on you, and I'll have to think of one on the spot. Gary.
I don't have one. I started a business selling coffee mugs, but I'm thinking that Folgers, it's filled to the rim with, and I was thinking about partnering with them to fill it to the rim.
Yes. I love it because you didn't have one, and
and Rachel doesn't know that. She's never heard that one before, because that is before your time, Rachel. I'm just telling you, fill it to the rim with brim. All right.
John.
I'll take a shot at this. I started a business selling elevators. It has its ups and downs.
Oh, there you go. I am throwing the rule on here that you have to do the object that I name, though.
Oh,
so
okay.
You have to do one on coffee mugs. Go ahead and bomb on coffee mugs.
Coffee mugs. Okay, yeah.
Let's hear it. Gary did a great job. Gary fell on the sword for all of us. Gary,
for all you guys, I'm doing it for you.
He struggled through it. You got to give him credit. He's making all of us look good. Think about how much time he's giving you to think of one. Go ahead, John.
Okay, sorry, I misunderstood. Okay. I started a business selling coffee mugs, and the place is really full.
All right. Very nice. Gene, do you have one? You want to try a different object? I don't know. You got a lot of coffee mugs back there, it looks like.
Yeah, I do.
All right. No, I think you're an expert. I want to hear from you.
I started a business selling coffee mugs, but hmm.
What are coffee mugs? What are they? Like, what are some of the things that they, or what can they be? What happens with them?
This is a tumbler.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Okay, so something
I
with
started
tumbler,
a
maybe?
business.
That's kind of a coffee mug.
Yeah. I started a business selling coffee mugs, and what I got was a box of tumblers, and they're just kind of tumbling all around.
All right, all right. Very nice, very nice. Look, guys, let me give you a little secret here. It is not about coming up with a good joke. That's just the icing on the cake. That is the occasional thing that happens, right? What is the real skill we're working on here? We're working on,
Thinking on
okay,
your feet.
Just being able to quick think.
yep, just go. And you're not thinking quickly. You're just brave enough to march forward onto death, right? That was good, and that's why I wanted to keep doing coffee mugs, because it's like, hey, I don't feel like there's a whole lot here. And if this was a show, I would have changed the number. I would have changed the object a long time ago. But we're learning, right? All right. So, did I do one on coffee mugs? I did. I took
did.
the only.
You
I
started.
took the only one. Handle. Can I handle the thing? Rachel, do you want to do one on coffee mugs? Go for
Yeah.
it.
I started a business about coffee mugs, and the coffee, it was too much color.
Okay. All right.
That's what I got.
Okay. Um. All right. So, let's move on. Let's do another object here. I feel like Michael Scott when he's trying to come up with. Never mind. If you're not in the office like I am, I'm addicted. All right. Let's go with. Let's go with. The beach. I started a business on the beach, and my one employee's name is Sandy. There you go. I started a business on the beach. Who's got one? Raise your hand. Gary.
I started a business on the beach, and all my employees are really salty.
Ooh. Very good. Who else? I'm just going to call on you. John.
I started a business on the beach. Oh, that is good. Good job, Gene. I started a little distracting. I started a business on the beach, and one of my employees started taking some money under the undertow.
That's highly illegal. That's yeah.
No, it's not good.
All right, Rachel.
I started a business on the beach, and one of the employees decided to wave away.
Nice.
Very nice. Very nice. I like it.
She deserves an applause.
I like it. That's good. That's good.
Yeah,
I like
good
the timing
job,
on
Rachel.
that. I like the timing on that. And one of my employees decided to wave. That's good. Gene, you got one?
Yes. I started a business on the beach, and my employees' attendance was really choppy.
Oh,
Nice. Good.
Very nice.
I like it.
I started a business on the beach. I run a sandbar. It's the obligatory go-to sandbar. All right. Well, nice job, everybody. I wanted to run through that game a little bit. It's called I Started a Business. You can do it wherever, whenever you like. It's a fun little game to play. I posted it on Improv Informer, and just like 700 comments later, everybody played the game, and everyone just picked their own, and then just like went for it. So it's fun. All right. Well, it's looking like we've only got about 5 minutes left. I want to just make a couple quick announcements. There is only we are coming up on the end of our session, our what would it be? Spring session. So we're coming up on summer, and we're taking a summer break. So we will be taking a summer break, and we'll be back. Let me give you the dates here. Our last session is the 17th. So that'll be it. So the 17th is our last session, and then we will be off until September 7th. We will be back. Yes, I am going to travel. I'm going to see the other side of this room. I got big plans. No, but that's just how it is. I have to take mandatory breaks. Or I won't take breaks at all. So we got to do that. Also, I have a little podcast that I do almost every Wednesday. Try to keep it every Wednesday, where I interview other improvisers, and I interview them about stuff they do other than improv. And the podcast is called Other Than Improv. I'll put a link in the chat here. It's on Spotify, iTunes, anywhere fine podcasts are streamed for free.
Okay.
And it's cool. I think it's really neat. I feel like improvisers lead interesting lives, and there's more to them than just improv, which is there's more to everybody than just what the one thing they do. But it's really been a fun little journey for me, and I love doing it. My next guest is Bill Arnett, and if you're not familiar with Bill Arnett, he wrote an amazing book. I have it right here. Behind all my Rubik's cubes, forgive me. So Bill Arnett wrote this book. It's called The Complete Improviser. And judging by this picture can kind of tell you all about it. If you are this is my own opinion, but if you're a very analytical improviser, I don't make any money for the sale of this book, by the way. I'm just selling it for free. But if you're very analytical and you want to learn improv from that kind of point of view, which is totally fine. You're kind of a robot, right? There's robots, pirates, and ninjas, and sometimes the robot needs a little instruction manual. This is a good little book for the robot improviser who's like, I need to learn, give me the details, explain it to me that way, right? Break it apart, let me see the moving parts. Really cool book. So in a way, somewhat dry if you're more piratey. I actually want to show you this too, while we're just talking improv books. I want to show you the difference. Okay, these are...
Real quick, I got to go, everybody. I'm sorry if I was late. I'm leaving early. I got to go.
I'm in the middle of selling books. No, Gary, it's good to see you.
I suck. All right,
good.
bye. See you next week.
Take care, Gary.
Look at the difference between these two improv books. These are two improv books that both have great information. They are for adults. But look at the difference, right?
One looks like a children's book.
Right? So this is what I mean by pirate and robot. Like, you can have this book, and this book is great. And you can have this book, and this book is great. But they are very different books. So anyway, that's my... I wanted to just like... I nerd out. I nerd about this stuff. Gene, thank you for coming for your first time here. Big round of applause to you.
Thank you.
And it was kind of a crazy night. We had a late start. We're all over the place. But I really appreciate you guys coming. And I appreciate Gary for coming.
I may have two friends come. There may be two more people. There may be one. Who knows which one wants to? I don't know. Maybe both of them, because they're the two of my friends. They're the They're the two of the group. The other two in the group that like improv that I know of. So.
All right. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. Well, cool, guys. Well, thank you guys so much. And
me and my friend Jordan, we have sleepovers and stuff with each other. We're just messing around and just.
Oh well. Maybe I'll have to keep you separated.
With improv.
I'll have to keep you separated.
With improv and stuff, but you were messing around with improv, but like doing weekend.
Well, thank you.
Less with improv
Thank you guys for coming, and I'll see you next time.
And
all right,
cool.
Do about the dates and stuff, like when improv ends next.
Never
week,
put on the information.
I never did that, did I? Thank you.
No.
Let me give that to you now.
With the, will you tell if newbies come in will you re-say? You'll probably re-say when improv ends and stuff.
Yeah. And then anyone who comes in, they'll I need their email address to give them the so they can get the link every week.
I have one of their email, but I have to get their let them know if they're actually they're looking into it now, and they'll see if they're actually
Okay.
Actually in, and then I'll let them in the first week, and then send them, and then I'll tell them that they'll get an email from you every other week.
Yeah. All right. Well, all right, everybody. I will. I guess I'll see you next time.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right. You got the
Bye.
link now. You should have it.
Thanks.
Thank you guys
Yeah.
very much. All right. See you soon.
All right. Thanks.